elbowing presentation of the National Football League.
You get a look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Minnesota.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Boye getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
1st and goal.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
That one taken in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. His kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Caught over the middle by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
17 more yards.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4. The carry here for ETN. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee.
Still 2nd down.
Large snap on 2nd down. Get this to the tight end, Johnny Munt. And he's out of bounds, gain of about 10, so that'll help as they get set to face a 3rd down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
So it is 4th down, and that'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Vikings offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Foye looking in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. at the 19-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Mason, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down by Travis Hunter. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll put Addison in motion. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Eric Armstead in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you failed, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Jaguars offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw. Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff. Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Give him 14 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Vikings with the edge. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. This one hauled in by Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
A give for Etienne, heading right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
14-yard line.
To throw is Lawrence. Got a man. It's Thomas. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
2nd down, Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Kind of interesting. You don't see a lot of teams play dime personnel down here in the real low red zone, Mike, but great job by the defensive coordinator anticipating pass, right personnel, right coverage, and really muddied up that back end for the quarterback.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This one will be from 37 yards out. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. drive will start on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's McCarthy. Throw across his body is complete. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a...
And he's in! What a drive! J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Minnesota. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Rikers good with the extra point. And the Vikings extend their advantage to 14-3.
Jaguars 3.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Jaguars first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Flushed to his left. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. Pushed out to his left. Off he goes. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. 3rd down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll motion over Thielen. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This one from 49. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings going to open up a 17-3 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. They'll motion over Thielen. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars 7-yard
2 minutes
line.
remain here in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This about as short as you can get. Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings going to open up a 17-3 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Travis Etienne of the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. He takes off. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
2-yard line.
Lawrence. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Lawrence. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Lawrence to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10.
Jaguars 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Forced out left, taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Catch made by Thielen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
Halftime coming up. Let's go downstate. And Scott Hansen has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the 2nd half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jags offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, Lawrence. This one not quite on target. And too much, and that one falls incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
To Jefferson on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to be third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Here's Lawrence. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground is Mason. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll drop this for Mason. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 15 yards through the air. It'll be a Vikings first down.
15. First down, Vikings.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
No run. This is Mason. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
There. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings move out to a 24-10 lead. Reichard out now, following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Jaguars offense ready to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. And in motion is Brown. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Johnny Monk, touchdown Jaguars. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars back within 7. It's 24-17.
17.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold him to a short game.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a 1-score game, Mike. He understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jonathan Grenard. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now here's Lawrence. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And he'll be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The RPO. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Vikings have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And, Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Jaguars 17.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Lawrence now. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Here's ETN. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Travis ETN, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. To the outside, catch made by Brown.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Now a run on first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Dennis Garden gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Going for it all. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Lawrence. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now on second down. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. That's on the guard, Patrick McCary. Second down, Lawrence. That's swung out to Etienne. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brings up third down.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences.
Still third down.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is brought in. And he's going to have the Jaguars first down. They convert in style. Huge play on fourth and long.
Another Jacksonville. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
They'll run it here with Etienne. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Pivotal moment here for the Jaguars. They're going to go for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to pick it up with Etienne. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First down 10.
The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. A run. And here's Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's McCarthy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. And on 3rd down, that ball is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And now the punting unit will come up as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Jags offense ready to take over once again. Lawrence now to throw on first down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
A 2nd down throw for Lawrence. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Lawrence. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Now Lawrence. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
10 at the 40-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. ETN. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll drop to throw. On the move left. He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
In motion comes Thomas. On first down, Lawrence. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game...
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Pivotal moment here for the Jaguars. They're going to go for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him and bump the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 3. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. It's second down.
think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Kirsten Darrisaw, the first-round pick in 2021. Guilty that time. To the air once more is McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Throwing again is McCarthy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Minnesota.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now, a big spot coming here. This a potential game winner.
56-yard attempt.
And he has missed this one. No good. And that may have just written a finish to this one. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call. And it results in a 1st down. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one, he's got to have. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here comes 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. They walk away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Jacksonville, good night, everyone.